Oh, there we go. Oh, what? That was not. Oh my gosh. I guess this was our fish. It ate it twice. It said doo-doo. We have another one of those $300 mystery Berkley boxes, except I'm pretty sure this one's probably worth a little bit more just because we have some really juicy lures in it, and it wasn't just fishing lures this time. We actually got some rods and reels too. I'm gonna kind of take y'all through the box and then we're gonna go fish with it. I want to show y'all everything that we got because we got some really cool stuff and I'm super excited to go use some of it. Let's go get the box out of the car. We'll get the rods, reels, and we should be good. We're gonna sit down, talk about the box, talk about everything that we got. And I think it should, like most of the stuff is stuff that you might not have in your local stores, but you've seen it like online, or you've seen, if you follow like Berkley or anybody on socials, you've seen it on social media. It's just, we have it and we can touch it and it's tangible and it's very nice to feel. I've already opened the box. There's something about touching like new fishing stuff and it's just like, all right, I don't like sitting down. It's kind of like a cool kid pose to hit. Boom. One knee. All right, sweet. All right, so we have a whole bunch of new stuff. I guess I'll go ahead and start off with the two things that I'm probably the most excited about. One is I have another 7.4 medium heavy chatterbait rod. I caught my PB on this rod, or another rod. I have two of them now. I caught my PB on it a couple weeks ago, a 9.3, so I was able to get another one. I'm super happy about that because I absolutely love that rod after I caught my PB on it. And this rod is just really nice. It's the Jordan Lee 7.4 medium heavy rod, perfect for a chatterbait. Second, we have a Fantasista X rod. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, I used this rod today and I threw a jig on it. I didn't throw this Lipless the whole day, and this rod is super sensitive. 100% the most sensitive rod I've ever fished with. And it's weird. It's like a different type of fishing rod. Like I've never had a rod that has been this nice before in my life, ever. For you to really appreciate this rod, you have to at least fish for like a year, or you've had to have at least 100 sessions out on the water and caught like a fair amount of Texas rig fish, fair amount of jig fish before you actually understand like how nice this rod is. Because if you were to just give this rod to me out the gate, wouldn't even know it. And fishing a Lipless probably isn't the best thing for this rod. So that was the only other rod we had on the kayak at the time. So boom, we got that. I'm gonna get ate up by ants sitting on this table. There are just ants everywhere, and they just want me for my chocolate. And oh, also that Zeta reel on this rod, it's also new. Super cool. That's probably gonna be my new favorite combo once I start catching more fish on it. My favorite combo right now is the 7.4 chatterbait rod, but like I say, my favorite combo changes from day to day. So whatever I've been catching fish on and like whatever technique works, whatever combo I've been using for the technique that's working at that time, that's my favorite combo. So all right, so I got this stuff, got some of this stuff, and also got 2 spools of line. I figure I wouldn't show you that because you know what a spool of line looks like. I got 15-pound fluoro and also got 30-pound X9 braid, which that'll be for like topwater stuff here in a couple weeks when I can comfortably throw like a Chapo all day. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of cool stuff. Kind of broke into this a little bit already. I just got it last week and some of the lures just look too good. We have a whole bunch of Fritz side 5s, red of course, perfect color for spring. Then that's that War Pig that's tied on right there, the blue with the, ooh, that voice crack there. That blue with the chrome back, those are always good. Anytime, anywhere, chrome in any pond is always gonna work. Then we also have a couple new Fritz side colors. Not sure if I can show y'all those. I guess we'll just kind of turn it a little bit. We won't necessarily show it all the way. I've seen these lures in Bass Pro before, but I don't have them in my Bass Pro, so I'm not sure what's up with that. It's like they're out, but they're not out everywhere. So these are like the new Berkley jigs. They're not necessarily like brand spanking new, but they're fairly new. They're new of end of last year, this year. We got watermelon candy, peanut butter and jelly glitter, Texas craw, Alabama craw. I have a black and blue. I'm almost lost the black and blue jig today. I had to go swimming for it. I threw it in my truck somewhere. I'll have to go grab that. But we have green pumpkin, that's the black and blue, and hot craw, which all those colors look really, really nice. Then we have a few grubs, a deal. So this is the trailer I was using when I broke my PB. These small size deals are really good on like any size chatterbait. Then we have same old Pit Boss. Then we also have some Max Scent Chigger craws, which I love. When we did our pond fishing bag video, we put together this little tackle box. So I put that in my little box because I was gonna just throw this on the back of my kayak and take the whole box with me. So I didn't have to unpack everything and then forget what came in the box, and I end up using the same old stuff. And he threw this in there just to have some hooks and whatnot with us. That's basically what we got in our box. That's our little unbox.
1 hour later.
been having a lot of rain. Bed season is in such like a weird season where you have a lot of rain, and like not every day is like perfect, pretty clear day. So I feel like a lot of bedfish might get a little lucky on that. But we're gonna throw around the chatterbait first, and then we're gonna kind of break out of the chatterbait realm and try to go find some fish on maybe like a Texas rig or something like that. There we go. There's one. Finally. I don't see him. I think he's good. I think it's a good one. Yeah, that's alright. That's an alright one. That's not a bad fish, number one, boys. Oh, I don't have my scale with me. That's all right. Got him straight through the top of the mouth, too. Let's go. Okay, that's fish number one for the day. That's like a good high 2, maybe even 3-pounder. Let's go. On the chatterbait, the new Berkeley chatterbait, boys, I'm telling you. That didn't take that long either. I think it's probably only been out here for about 15 minutes. Finally. I thought it was a little bit bigger. Honestly, I thought it was like 5 because he wasn't coming up at first. But I'm trying to like figure out how like the best way to fight a fish in the kayak, because just trying to grab the fish out of the water instead of just going straight for the net, because sometimes it's easier just to grab them than trying to put them in that net. So I don't know, but that's a good fish. I'm trying to like become a little bit more efficient at it before like I enter a tournament or something. I have of course in a tournament I catch a 10 and it would come off, you know, so just want to kind of like try to be as efficient as I possibly can first. But anyway, super cool fish. We're gonna let it go. Like a 3-pounder. Let's go, baby. First fish of the day. Here you go, girl. See you later. Pretty fish. It's a beautiful fish. Oh, come here. Oh, oh, oh. I think she swam off. Yeah, she's gone. All right, so we got our first fish on the chatterbait, which means in a 3-hour challenge, I didn't even check and see what time it is. We'll start on the first fish, 10:05. So that means in a 3-hour challenge, realistically, we should switch lures, but I don't know, something about it. I just feel like I'm gonna catch a big one on it, so it's hard to put it down. So I think we might give the chatterbait like a little bit of an unfair advantage, which is not like a competition between the lures by any means, but just when you're doing good on one lure and it's fun catching them, like I love catching chatterbait fish. When I first started fishing the ponds I'd fish, I could not get a bite on a chatterbait to save my life. So now that I like can finally catch fish on a chatterbait, I love fishing it. Red. We really haven't had that crazy red frit side day yet. And we have a couple new colors of frit side. I think I kind of want to go, I think we might do like past black and blue jig with Max Ink chicken crawl, because we have a whole bunch of those. So we might do like black and blue if we have it. Oh yeah, there we go. Then it's a football head, I want to say. Yeah, football jig. 3/8 ounce. Yeah, perfect. Kind of big profile, but I mean, we've caught pretty big fish out of this pond. So I'm used to like fishing like the little bitsy jig and like the urban ponds, like the super small black and blue jig. So there, oh, drag wasn't set. Oh, I had one. Oh, I had one. Dang, drag wouldn't set. Already on that Fantasista, that chigger crawl. Finally had our first fish. Not finally, we caught him in like 3 minutes of fishing this combo. Drag just wouldn't set. Dang it. Let's see. Maybe there'll be another one. And I felt him on slack there. I like just saw my line running. My line was slack. Man. That was our first one. All right, well that should be a good sign if like on this first cove out here, we've already got a bite. That's the beauty of a new reel, guys, is like you finally hook a fish and the drag's not set because it's like fresh out of the box. Lost those four, but we're gonna switch up our color a little bit. So we were fishing just straight up black and blue. In this water, it is pretty chocolate, but it's not like super stained. So this skirt is like black, red, blue with a little bit of chartreuse and a little bit like a natural crawl color. All right, let's see how that does. It looks pretty cool to me. Looks like a good color. If I was a bass, I'd eat it. But I also say that about everything. If I was a bass, I'd eat cow poop with Maxon on it. So let's go try it out. I will say, since we slowed down to the jig, we did get a lot more bites. We got about 4 or 5, so versus that one bite that we had on the chatterbait. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, what? That was not. Oh my gosh. I guess this was our fish. I swear it hit it though. Like it ate it twice. It said doo-doo jig, but we had a whole bunch of bites and I don't want to spend all day out here just throwing around that jig. So we're switching over to the old faithful Fritz side. The spring red season. This isn't necessarily like a red, it's kind of like a craw fade color. Oh, I think that's a fish. Yep. Swimming towards us. Oh, small one. I don't know. Oh, big bluegill. Oh, that's a huge bluegill. That's why we catch such fat fish in here. Because there's huge bluegill in here. Chill. If you figure it out, props to you, but you probably want my help, dude. So just chill out. Now my kayak's gonna smell like bluegill for the rest of the day. That's a big bluegill to eat that lipless too, man.
Chasing a bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them flock, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep. When I ain't had shit on my thoughts in the car, I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.